Chris, let's go to the lightning round. Question number one. Starbucks has announced that they're updating their dress code, requiring that all baristas don black tops in order to highlight their green Starbucks apron. If you were to create an Omni Talk uniform for us, Chris, what would it consist of?
You crack me up with your questions because I've done research on this, and I have. And unfortunately, it's too expensive to run a batch for just you and I. But for me, it's a trucker hat with a logo trucker hat and a half zip. That's what I want.
Trucker hat?
Yeah, trucker hat, logo trucker hat with a half zip. That's what I want. But maybe if our Omni Talk fans will go in on it with us, maybe I'll plunk down the money and procure some for all of us.
I think we need the Walmart planning tool to source us some new inspiration for that before we go all in on the half zip and the trucker hat. But okay.
Jeff Bezos and face planted while rushing to open the door of the capsule that housed the all-female Blue Origin space crew this week. And as someone who has done many a face plant on our travels together, and by that I mean you, not me, just walking down the sidewalk for those listening, I'm curious, what is your most memorable face plant? I don't actually know the answer to this. I was curious.
Oh, I would say probably the Great Fall of Lisbon in 2022. I think that was probably the worst one because those.
So I was there.
You were there, yeah, when we were walking to go meet our friend Dan Fon, and the little cobblestones get slick with water. I dented my water bottle, got a pretty solid bruise on my hand. That one stuck with me. I was not ready to take on the hike that we had that day ahead of us. So I would say that stands out as probably the most memorable, most damage to personal belongings and spirit.
Well, I'm very proud that I was there to see that. So down goes Mazenga. That's all that kept going through my head. Down goes Mazenga.
Yes. All right. Question number 3. Singer Jewel is suing Kroger for cutting her out of the partnership that they developed together to create the Kroger Annual Wellness Festival. Chris, it's been a little while since I asked you this question, so I'm curious if anything's changed, knowing how much you love Christina Aguilera and some others that we've discussed on this podcast in the last few weeks. But which 3 acts, dead or alive, would headline your own Chris-apalooza festival?
Oh, wow. Yeah. I mean, God, this was like the first question you asked me the very first day I met you, actually, for those listening. I think my answer's changed somewhat, and I think I'm not going to put these in any order either, but I think I'd go Elvis, the Beatles, and this one was really unique to me. The Jackson 5, not Michael Jackson, but the Jackson 5.
Could Michael sing his own? ABC. Could Michael take it on and sing a few of his own songs, like Man in the Mirror,
No, I want to see them back in the day, like the 70s. No. I want to see that. Yeah, I want to. No, I'm going to say no.
So the catalog would stick to Jackson 5 exclusively. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I just love that. I just love listening to that. That's just he was so talented, so young. All right. Anyway, Silicon Valley crosswalks were recently hacked to display the voices of Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk. If you could hack the stoplight near us on 50th in France, what voice would you choose? And what would you have it say?
If you have not listened to these, do yourself a favor, take a work break and go online and listen to some of these. They are hilarious. For our little shopping district up the road, there's some hoity-toity people up there. I would love to hear Lil Jon just start singing you hit the button and it's like, walk, the walk sign is on. And then just have him be like, oh, skeet, 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 skeet. And then okay, it's time to cross the sidewalk. Just having him come in and throw some things in here would crack me up. I would love it so much.
That was pretty good, my friend. That was pretty good. Nicely done. Nicely done.